Ooh, that's actually looking really nice. I kind of like that. The holidays are approaching and it's time to rewrap my handguards. I'm going to take the time and use some real leather and add some color to my handguards. And you're going to watch me do it with my new chest mount camera. I seem to have a lot of electrical tape lying around that's in black, so I'm going to use electrical tape. I've gone to the fabric store and purchased some leather and some faux leather or fox leather. And I've got some wire cutters here that I'm going to use to cut the leather. I also have a razor knife with me as well, which I'll use in case the wire cutters don't work appropriately. What I'm going to do is show you just how amazingly complicated this really is. I'm going to make a square knot with about, let's say about 1.5 inches of leather on the end. And what I'm going to do is just knot that off and pull that around to the front to hide that. And then I'm going to grab my roll of leather and I'm going to stretch out just beyond the tail light, and then I'm going to cut it off to about there. So yeah, just beyond the tail light, and then I'm going to wrap that around that grip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start wrapping. I like to get my space pretty nice, and I don't want to twist it up too much. I have this aversion to perfection because it just takes up too much of my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot for maybe 4 turns around the grip. 4 turns gives me a decent spacing, and that's going to give me a halfway decent look. So hopefully you can see that with the light. Yep, that actually looks okay, not too bad. Then we're going to do a final wrap around the front. We're going to find the extra strip, and I'm going to really use some serious Boy Scouting here, and I'm going to make a square knot again. And lock it down. So that's the hand grip the way it looks now. That's not too bad. The crisscrossing isn't perfectly aligned, but I don't care. Let's move on to the red and see how it looks. So one thing I noticed right away is when I'm working with real leather versus the fake leather is that the real leather is a lot stronger. Something tells me this is going to be a lot better for the actual strength. I don't know how it's going to work when it's wet, but we're going to find out by riding it. So I'm going to cut this off just past the tail light again, which gives me plenty of room to wrap that. That's 4 turns on the grip. And now we're going to see how that looks. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and wrap that in between the green. Try to get it as straight as possible and not stand on that with my foot. You can see how that's looking already. It's really turning out to be fabulous. So it's good to give it one good full turn around the end. And then we're going to go back. Since I have extra leather, I think I'm going to go one more around the end. So a little extra. Going around the end, one extra turn will keep the end nice and tight. I'll also use a little tape. Ooh, that's actually looking really nice. I kind of like that. That's going to turn some heads on the street. Okay. And we're going to step back and take a look at that. That is not bad, honestly. I really like that. That is beautiful. Here we are on the other side doing the other hand grip. Okay, so remember I said push your knots forward, so that hides them up here. That one's kind of on top. But it's away from my finger, which is actually really good. So I don't want my finger getting all tied up in that knot. So that's going to be great. So now, get your old electrical tape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the contaminated part of the tape. The most important part of all, put it away. Just make sure you have a place for it.